Hi. Hello. It is I, Lance. Welcome on in, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is I, Lance. And I am tired. No, I'm not tired. I always find it hard to describe my status when it comes to a Monday. Because when it comes to a Monday, it's always low energy. It's always just kind of meh, kind of bleh. I got coffee with me, so that'll wake me up a bit. And as an added extra, I also have chocolate chip cookies with me. No, not the brick! Not the brick! Maybe that'll wake me up. Hi, Zero. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're doing good. How are you? What's your life been? How are you doing? We're chilling. I'm literally just grabbing a bit of chocolate chip cookie from the packet right now because I'm still setting into the mood of, okay, this is a new week. I have stuff work to do. I have just to see. This is what happens. I don't even have like the focus to say something, to say a proper sentence. We're on game demo. Zero, are you in game dev? That would make you like the second or third person I know that has like hung out in chat and stuff that is in game dev, which is fascinating to me because it's always the one thing that I say that I want to get into, but I never actually get into because I'm busy with like other things. But what are you doing? I'm curious now. All of a sudden I became curious. I don't want you guys to hear me chew. So I need to like be more subtle about this. Because I never know how much the microphone picks up. So I have to be far away. Kinda. I hate eating on stream. I experience in programming, but this will be like my third game. Hey, that's more than me. I have experience in programming, but I've never made a full game. The most that I've done is I have contributed a little bit to a project we had in uni, which was a card game. Because we did an elective. We had an elective course. We could pick two elective courses basically, and one of the ones that I picked were some stupid bullshit, and then the other one was game development basically. And they had us make a proof of concept or demo or whatever, and we ended up making a proof of concept for a card game, and that's basically my entire game dev experience. I made the music for it, and I programmed some parts of it. I don't know. I didn't have a designated role. I was the music guy because I was the only one that could like contribute in that aspect. Otherwise we would have just used friggin' royalty-free music and that kind of stuff. Also, hi Quartz, welcome on in. Hello. I will say, however, that it was cool what we did because I think it's something slightly different than what I understand. Because at the time, I don't remember there being a lot of card games that did exactly the thing that we were doing, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know much about card games. I just went off of what my friends told me who knew more about it. I think the idea was that it was like a hero shooter meets a champion-based card game, where like you pick the champion and then they would have like a specific type of deck and specific buffs to that or something, specific abilities as well. I don't remember. It was confusing. Again, I don't know much about it. I don't know much about card games. Let me see for indies, but the last 2 days looking at it, I suck. I mean, it's a complicated thing. I love looking at art, but if I try to do it, I suck. It's understandably complicated, so I feel you in some regards. I wish I had the artistic capabilities to also like work on games or something like that, because I think one of the things that prevents me, well, not prevents me, one of the things that stops me from trying more game dev stuff is the fact that I am not artistically inclined, and therefore I wouldn't be able to do my own assets and stuff, and I would love to be able to do that. And I know you don't need to be like a fantastic artist or anything like that. I mean, one of my favorite games of all time is Undertale, and Toby Fox is a notoriously not great artist. so yeah, it's not like it's a necessity pretty much. But still, in the way that I would like to work on games, then it would be awesome if I could do it myself. But I feel like the more I work on streaming, the more I realize the value of what's the word I'm looking for? Handing off certain tasks, splitting the work. Because I can't do art, but other people can, so why not just work with other people? I've come to learn more and more over the years and over the time that I've spent streaming that this shit sucks to do alone, man. Even if you have like the skills to do everything on your own, I feel like it'll get lonely. So I've been trying to get better at, like, you know, asking other people for help maybe, or actually actively trying to seek out commissions for other stuff that isn't just art. I've been getting better, but it always can get better. I'm using pixel art, my beloved. I feel like if I make a game of my own, I would also try to go I would also go pixel art. Just because the simplicity of it, it's probably easier to make a 2D game than it is a 3D one. Everyone needs to come together just for the sake of passion in a project. Yes, that is a big thing. That is also a big thing. Then again, it has to be something that people are willing to be passionate about, you know? Because it's different. It's different to try and get people just because you need them, and also to try and rally people under the same umbrella because they're all passionate about the same thing. Which is, I think, why fan games really work well. Like, look at look at HoloCure, for example. Everyone that works on HoloCure probably works on HoloCure because they're passionate about HoloCure, you know? Or HoloLive in general. So it's easier probably to do that, but it's harder to get people to be passionate about your own independent little game project. Unless it's really good. Unless it's like really interesting and really worth being passionate about it, it'll be harder. But you can probably do that as well. It's not like Toby Fox made Undertale entirely alone after all. He had some help. He had a small team. He didn't just do everything himself, but he did most of the grunt work, basically. Deltarune is a whole story. It's a whole other story, because now he has a full-ass team working on it. But enough of me rambling about video games and game development. We have a task to attend to, and that is, wait, I need to clear my screen just in case I show something I shouldn't be showing. Back to OBS. Here we go. Ta-da! We are back with the commission for Stargrace, who apparently had her birthday yesterday. I didn't know this. Her birthday was yesterday, which was cool. Hey, happy belated birthday! If Star is watching, lurking in the shadows as I'm working on their commission. But since the last time we worked on this, which was, I think, last Monday, I did work a little bit more. I did put in a little bit more time into it. And I think I have a more solid idea of where else to take it, which it might not look like much, because technically speaking, all I added was like a couple of things extra. But like structure-wise, not much has changed, because I don't think there's much to change. I think this track is good when it comes to structure because the sections are long. So it makes it seem like there's more going on than there actually is. So I added a couple of little extra details, and I'm still not sure where to take it after this bit, which in theory is 1 minute and 16 seconds in. You could, in theory, just already finish this, and it'll be fine, probably. But I don't know if the song wants to finish immediately after this. I don't know how much longer I want to take it after this. I think when I spoke with Free, and star, I said that I am willing to do like plus 1 minute of music, because most music commissions that I've seen from other people, they charge per minute, specifically per minute. And I'm like, that's sick. I can't do that. Not because of the charging, but because of the minute. It's very hard for me to make something that clocks at 1 minute exactly. I'm always going to go over, or I don't know how I'm going to get to 1 minute. Every time I try to make a short song, quote unquote, I end up going over the 1 minute mark at least. I have shorter songs that last for like 1 minute and a half before they loop, but I never really made them with the intention of them being that short, you know? So, like, one time I tried to do a song that lasted specifically 1 minute, and I failed miserably. Because I'm not sure how to make shorter stuff. I just start making things, and they inevitably start growing. Also, hi, Claw, welcome on in. Hello, hello. I'm explaining my thought process. I'm yapping about my thought process when making songs. All this to say that I think this song is close to being finished, specifically because I'm over a minute. It's over a minute long already. So, and I want this to be somewhat loopable too, because it's supposed to be for stream background. So I don't want to make anything that's too fancy in the way that it's organized. I want it to flow continuously, you know. So far we got this. You can hear it, right? Right? Yeah, it should be fine. Please tell me if the audio is poopy or something. I need to know. I can't really tell myself sometimes. I think all of this is pretty much the same. I changed this bit right here. I added a build-up that wasn't there before, because it was too empty the way it just transitioned from intro to main body. And I also got rid of the drums to make way for the build-up. And I added this little thing, which is a tone, which I believe comes from a water bottle, actually. Which is crazy, because this little thing comes from a water bottle. Very calming. That is the idea. It's supposed to be a relaxing, ephemeral. And then there's this thing, which I think is also from Decent Sampler. Yeah, it's the Casio PT10. It's this thing, it's sampled. There's a little flavor that goes, if you have headphones on, it's going from left to right. It's panning. And see, it already feels like it can end soon, and it'll be fine. I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to go to another section, or if I want to actually properly make it loop. How do we make a nice loop that feels nice? I think another thing I added was, I think another thing that I added was this part in the strings here that is a whole 2 octaves above to enhance this second bit. I think I am fine with this part here being the end of the song. In total, it would be 2 minutes long, which is crazy. But I don't know if I want the loop to be just like that, you know? Maybe we can come up with a different way that this song can start and a different way that it can end, but like a tiny little bit so that the loop makes more sense. But okay. One thing I noticed as I was looking over the song before stream, I never really wrote a bass for this. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's because the string section here is quite large already. You know, the lowest note is a chief is in the 3rd octave, so it's like it probably makes enough bass It makes enough of a bass that it's like I don't need any more. But we can find more bass strings probably. You can see if from did I grab it? Can I grab it? BBC Symphony Orchestra. Yeah, because this is we could go basses, doubling on the cello or the strings, I guess. Oh shoot! One thing I forgot to do. Okay, this is good. My phone is good. My keyboard isn't set up. Concerts and music will be on. We're going to get a commission. Aw, thank you. I'm very glad that you appreciate my work. I don't think I have done that very many relaxed and calming pieces of music, but I do really like them. There's like a simplicity to them that's somewhat easier to achieve, I think. But I do like doing it. Where are we exactly? I don't even remember what key we're on. How do I check? I think that's it. Did I see that correctly? Yeah, okay. What? Oh. Okay, so half the SoundCloud music is relaxed. Is it? I don't remember. I mean, I remember what's in it because I made it, of course, but I don't remember how many of it was like chill as opposed to more moving. Let me see. Do I remember the tracks like off the dome? Let me check. Let me check my channel real quick. Where is the SoundCloud collection? I need the names of the tracks and I would remember. Well, some of it is actually. Yeah, some of it is. Yeah, some of it is. A lot of it is. Yeah, no, a lot of it is. A lot of it is, yeah. A lot of it you could qualify as that. Okay, you win. I get it. Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Where did I want to put this? Do I want to put this here? Or do I want to put it alongside here? Let's try it here. Because in theory, all we need to do for the base... Really, all we need to do for the base... Whoops. Is grab this, copy, and then remove everything that isn't the root node. Maybe. I don't know if this will work. But we put it in the same channel though, so that it has the same volume envelope. Are you not playing the... Wait, can you play? Oh, it's very quiet. Maybe we can like check some of the values here. This is reverb. Do you have anything else? This is dynamics. Will it not be audible, really? I don't think I noticed a single difference here. I notice it in the pattern. Kinda, actually. Can it even? Okay, now that's more like it. But not really. Not really. Wait, does it have like a tag that I'm not realizing? Can I change that? No. It kind of does it. It kind of adds the bass that it kind of needs. But I don't know if it's like necessary. Maybe we lower the volume a tiny little bit. Okay, so how does it sound coming in from the intro? Vale, thank you so much for the follow. That's actually the follower goal. Hold on. I'm eating right now. End the pipe. Oh my god, everything is happening. Hello, sewer plant. I was relaxing for a bit because I was just listening, and so I picked up a cookie.
Yes!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, indeed.
Baby. Come on! Yes!
Redeem, do redeem that. Don't redeem that Breaking Bad high five, because that was you. You were the one that pushed us over the edge of the follower go. Well, welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Also, Sewer Plant, welcome on in. And Mixer, welcome on in. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. No relaxing for me. It appears no relaxing for me either. Yeah, no. Oh my god, now I'm RGB. Of all things to be, RGB is not that bad. Realistically speaking, RGB is not that bad to be. RGB, in fact, I would argue, is really cool to be. Welcome on in, Vale. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And my day is going great. Now that I've started stream, and it's been a while. I've already like accustomed myself on the mood of stream, so we're good. Sound effect on Rainbow, yeah, it's gotta be the Mario sound effect. Also, fun fact: did you know I could like even put up like a here? Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this and it not and maybe not crash the. Hopefully, it doesn't crash anything that I kind of want. What's the one that hold on. I need to see. This might cause a little bit of a little bit of a little bit of disaster. But I want to see if it's possible. Also, it is music today. Yes, right now I want to try one thing to see if it's just straight up possible and see what happens. Look at that. We can even make FL Studio RGB, baby. Look at that. You can do that. It is possible to do entire FL Studio RGB. Don't do this though. It's bad for you. That should stay as is. How do you do it? With user-defined shaders. It is a plugin in OBS. It's an OBS plugin that has a ton of user-defined user-defined shaders. It's a thing that lets you do a ton of stuff to yourself. Every like visual effect that you see put on me is a user-defined shader. Like for example, here I can make another one. I can load up another one just to test. I can make myself for example ASCII. there's an ASCII. Well, you can barely see me, but see how the thing is a bunch of ASCII characters. Well, this is a shader filter. This is a filter. This is straight up a filter. And then what else do we have? We also have chromatic aberration, which is a funny one. It does this. It makes me shrink. And wait, it doesn't quite. Oh my god. I went tiny. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. It's kind of big brain. Oh my god. But see, it lets you do a ton of crazy stuff. With any source, with any filter, with any source in OBS. So yeah, user-defined shaders are pretty cool. It's pretty random, but cool it exists. Yeah, that's basically it. I try to find like some of the best shaders that I can to make those channel point redeems. I haven't like looked through all of them, and there's apparently ways to like write your own shader filters, which I haven't looked into. I don't think I could write my own. I'm not entirely sure if I have the capabilities for it. But probably people out there have done it, and I just haven't looked into them. But there's a ton to look at. I forgot where we were, by the way. 0.2% of his true size of his brain. It's honestly not that big. When people activate the big brain redeem, they're just inflating my head. The tiny brain is still tiny in there. It's just to make me feel better, honestly. Okay, where were we? Right, I was trying to see how the added bass sounds when the intro's done. Sidetracked and lost forever. That is the story of my life. Wait. Is it like... Question. Could I potentially... Is there a way for me to copy this and... Yes. You can change it. Wait, no. No. Could add a target link. Ooh, wait, let me check. Let me see. Let me see. This is insert 12. I want to modify the volume of insert 12. Let me make this unique. Just in case, because I don't break shit. Channel settings. Let me remove that and add a new target link. Tweak the parameters you want to link to that. When you're done, click the plus button again. Is it that? It is. I did it. It's not on insert 8, technically. It's on insert 12. But it's the same thing. Okay. I just needed to go all the way. I just needed to go higher, though. Wait, how high does it get? I think it works. Can I rename it? Yes. Okay, let me change it so that I can tell that that's what's happening. This is supposed to be insert 12. Rename to insert 12. There we go. And then we just need to put... I just need to put this bad boy here. We need to... Can I insert a new track up there? Yeah, I can. Okay, just to keep things organized, and then group this one with the above. There we go. Yeah. We can always like bring the bass note, the bass part up with mixing later if needed. So far I think it's good because I think it was already good before it, so giving it a little extra oomph is not a bad idea. This feels very, very outro-y already, you know? That's the thing. It's like, I kind of want to keep going with this track, but I don't know how much more I can keep going for. How much more I could keep going. Considering that this already feels very outro-y. And if I do make this whole thing the outro, then the song would be 2 minutes before it loops. You know? And I want it to loop. I want it to be a proper loop. So let's see. Let's see what can we do here. I think the bass is good. I think what I added as bass is good. Oh, we can bring back the piano. That's true. I haven't used the piano again. Oh, maybe not the exact same note. Especially considering... And then I think we can make a proper loop into this bit if it's the same, if it's the piano. Ooh. I'm thinking. I'm trying to cook here. What is the piano doing? The piano is a combination of dusty keys and square pad. The fuck? Okay. We should probably write probably write with the dusty keys in mind first, and then we double up on the square pad. So let's see. I also want to keep the tone, this bit of the I kind of liked what I was doing there for a little bit. I don't know. I didn't like how it connected back to the beginning. That's not the same as this bit, right? I already used the... But I think it's fine if it's being repeated in like a different instrument, you know? Wait. Whoop. Hold on. Okay, but how do we make it properly loop? Do you think it sounds off if I don't resolve the No, it sounds off if I don't close this. Wait, I have an idea. have another idea. Yeah. And then... Wait, okay, hold on. Play this last bit. I think I know a way to loop it back. Yeah, I think we just do bum. I think, maybe. Let's try this. Wait. Bring me this little insert here. I'm gonna put it... Oh, wait. I'm noticing. Yeah, bring me this little insert. Wait, hold on. No. Yes. Bring me... No, just bring me this little insert. Make it unique. Make it unique once again. And then this last one is going to be a doubled up. I'm going to put in another point right here. It's going to have the same build up, potentially, if possible. And then it's going to have a gradual fall down. Maybe we get rid of the pad. I don't even... It's funny that I didn't even check how much I liked this bit of the piano, actually. I mean, it was pretty good. Wait, this bit? What is the beginning of the bit of the drums? Because maybe we could add... Maybe something like this. Hold on. Maybe instead of going to the complete drumless part, we reuse this drum, this... Ooh, I like this. Sounds real good. I'm glad you're liking it. I also really like it right now. I'm gonna change this though. I'm gonna make this unique now. I'm gonna keep the dun, dun, dun at the beginning, and I'm gonna get rid of this racing pattern. I'm gonna stick with this. And then for this bit, for the kick, I wanted to go to a driving 4/4. Here. I want to do just solid that. Yeah, that. Because it kind of makes it seem more final in a sense. We could even still have a wait, what was the whoops. No, shit. What was that one? Maybe? Is this the is the same? The kick is still the same volume. Did I put a filter on it? No, I didn't. That's just the kick as is. Or maybe I... No, I didn't even... Oh, I know what it is. I'm playing it on a lower octave. Or maybe, I don't know. Okay. That was kind of on beat. I wasn't sure about it, but it kind of sounded like it felt perfectly on beat. Welcome on in, Free. Hello. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. I think I'm on the breakthrough of actually maybe straight up finishing Stars Commission. Which is crazy because it happened way faster than I thought it would. So it's for me. I'm gonna sleep before I ruin tomorrow. Oh, don't worry about it. I very much appreciate you hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your sleep. Excited for Wednesday streams? Yeah, we're gonna yap. We just get. I want Wednesday stream to be a yapping stream. Been a while since I've done one of those. While we talk about content. Yeah, it like I swear. If I finish this, if I think this is finished, like as immediately as I think it will be. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what else to do. Dusty keys. Wait, dusty keys are louder than. No, dusty keys are lower. And okay, hold on. Let me replicate that. The dusty key. Wait, hold on. I'm confused again. I'm confused again. Which one's the lower and which one's the higher? Square pad should be louder. Okay, square pad, louder. Gotcha. And then dusty keys. Whoops. I think I want the hi-hats to be a bit quieter. The snare, no, snare does not fit in here. But what it does fit is that, I believe... Wait, what is... This is unnecessary. Or, okay, we could... Maybe? Hmm. Hmm. You know what the problem is? Oh. I think I know what the problem is. I think I was supposed to grab this bit. I definitely want the strings to still be here, though. Maybe the... Oh, wait, if it just cuts off like that, it's not that bad. Oh, wait, maybe that even adds like a air of mystery to the end. Maybe we don't even need this control of volume here. Holy crap, did I finish this? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm gonna delete this. What's the... Wait, we just need this instead. Yeah. We need this and wait. Cut it up there. This we can just delete. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, this was unexpected. It hasn't even been what? It hasn't even been an hour. It has not even been an hour, and I think this song is done. I think I did more work off stream than I thought I did. Let's see. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna eat a cookie. I'm gonna close the window as I listen to this. I already figured out one thing I could change. It's small though, but I did figure it out. Wait. That's another thing. Okay, I'm gonna change that as soon as this is over too. Yeah, I think this is great. Okay. Couple of things that are immediately noticeable. Drums 3 does not need this bit of the kick. Absolutely. It could have one kick. It could have one kick at the beginning so that it doesn't feel empty. Because if you don't take the kick at the beginning of the pattern, kind of feels weird. I'm glad you like it, Frey. It's also funny to see the twerking emote next to the chill ass song that this is. Just like slowly twerking to a relaxing beat. There we go. So then this bit becomes like a little bit of a bridge almost. I just got it uploaded. I'm using it. Okay, that's perfect then. I approve of it. Get your money's worth. Yeah, that works way better. That works way better. I believe this is the kick, right? No, this is the shaker. I want to add one extra kick somewhere. I want to add it here. Yeah. And then another thing. This is something that irked me for a while already, and I'm just now realizing that it really irks me. This plug here comes in to brush abruptly, and I think we can filter it in. So the plug here is at insert 9. So we could put in either a fruity simple ass filter and maybe work with it. I don't know why I'm not. Wait. I meant that. How does it sound if it's like, okay. Maybe. How low do you want it to start? Okay, maybe we started at like, what the heck? Can I type in 0.5? Okay, let's 0.5. Let me make whoop. Create automation clip. This is the, we insert a track above this, but that bad boy here actually should be there, now that I think about it. This should end here as well. There you go. Group this with the above to make it more organized. Group with the above track. And then we start this. This is 50. And then we need to take it to 100. You could start even lower, honestly. Yeah, I could start even lower. but not that low. Maybe go like this too. Like that? Maybe I'm having trouble hearing one particular note, actually. It's funny. I think this one's a bit too quiet, actually. I don't know why the filter applies so harshly to this particular note, and these sound perfect already. It's like this note loses all of its attack. It has nothing to do with volume for some reason. See? Weird. I don't know why I didn't have this space in here. That sounds nice. Maybe a similar note got canceled out. I don't know what cancels it out, though. That's the thing. It's not like I added an extra note. It is the highest note. Okay. I think it's just because it's a high note and the filter... I am applying a high pass filter after all, aren't I? It's a cutoff frequency. Okay. I think that it might be... It might just be... Or... Wait, hold on. I don't think there's much to do about it. I think it just does that. I think it's just right there so that the filter kind of just eats that part of the frequency. How much does it bother me just in general, let's say? Not much, honestly. Maybe it could be fixed if we just do the... I think that does it. I think it's just a matter of like slightly more precisely touching up the cutoff frequency for here. Gotta make lunch. Don't worry about it. Go have fun. I hope lunch is good. We'll be lurking, so I'm excited to hear the end. This might just be the end, buddy. At this point, I think the only thing that I might have left is actually just mixing. We've gotten to the point where I don't know what to do for the rest of stream now. Oh no, Honkai? Maybe? I don't know. I've never had this happen before. Well, no, I have actually. I could work on something else. I could try to just randomly make another song. We'll see. Let me think. I'm gonna keep listening to this. And then we'll figure out what to do. It's weird. I sort of okay, hold on. Let me keep listening to this ending bit and let me think if I really like the strings cutting off like that. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I'll keep listening to it. We're gonna have a little bit of a chill listening session as I try to wrap my head around the fact that this might be done already. I don't even think I need to put many more effects on some instruments. Yeah, that's done. That shit's done. Wait a second. Hold on a minute then. Hold on a minute. Let me think. I want to see this bit right here. Honestly, that extra that's such a tiny thing that I just did right there. That I just deleted this bit. But honestly, it works without it. It works without it. It should be on the 9th bar here, the Dusty Keys. Also, hi, Phoenix. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I was just working on some music, working on this commission that I thought I needed to do a lot more work on, and turns out that I finished it. Turns out that not even an hour in, this song is done. Cause listen, okay, let me check real quick, cause I don't think I can show you this, cause it'll show you some sensitive information that I don't think is a good thing. I don't think it's a good idea for you to see, but it will tell me how long it took me. Project info. Oh, it actually doesn't show anything too bad, actually. Yeah. Okay, I thought it would show something else. Never mind then. See, if you can read down here, it says that I've spent 5 hours and 38 minutes on this, which kind of tracks. The first stream I did on this, I think, was 2 hours. No, 3. It was 3 hours. And then I think it was on Thursday. I think it was on Thursday that I sat on it again and did some work on it. Which is where the final structure was kind of set up. And then the hour and 38 minutes is basically how long I've had FL Studio open on this project since I started stream. Because I opened the project a little bit before starting stream as I was setting up, just to test that everything was good. So yeah, realistically speaking, this song took me 5.5 hours. A little less than 5.5 hours. Okay. I think this is perfect already. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things I've done in a while. Yeah, I'm really into it. I'm straight up really into it. Oh, one thing we could add is the cassette flute at the end as well. Oh, that could be interesting. Just to have it not be used in that one section alone. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let me see. Let me try and put the cassette flute at the end because I think the cassette flute at the end would fit. Or maybe not. The way I would do it, it would be like maybe get rid of the panning. I would do it like this, and then we put maybe we can. Okay, let's say. Let me make this unique. Let me put this bad boy right here instead. Maybe we make it a bit longer so that it has some space to breathe. Yeah, like that. And then we duplicate, we copy this and we paste it here and here. And that's it. And then we grab the panning one and we put that here. And we make this also unique so that it doesn't modify the other thing. And we reset it. We delete this and then we put the panning to make sure that the panning for this section is strictly in the middle. So that should be 0.5, I think. 0.5 should be. And then here also 0.5. Whoops, whoops, don't do that. Do we do it a bit, make it a bit longer? Maybe we start it. Yeah, like that. I'll make these two longer as well. Make it a bit like that, make it even quieter. It doesn't have to be that loud. How long does it take for the instruments to fully die at the end? Okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, no, that's it. That's straight up it. I am sitting in the most uncomfortable position right now, but I don't want to change it, so I moved the microphone a bit. That might ruin my setup, but that's fine. I'm comfortable right now. I have my knee up in my chair, if you must know. I'm knee up here. Oh, you can barely hear the... I wasn't paying attention, so I could barely hear the... Oh, it's very easy to miss. I think you can maybe like raise the volume of these to make it easier. Actually, yeah, that does help. Surprisingly, that does help. The neat thing about the groups that I just made is that I could like compress them to not see the modulation, the envelopes. But it's also cool to see the envelopes. I always like to see the envelopes. Another little detail I want to change here, just because it tickles me fancy. Just because I feel like it, and see how it. Just based on the shape of the melody, I think that makes sense. I think that makes more sense because this melody goes like this. Bum bum ba bum. Da 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 dun da dun da dun. It goes like in pairs, you know. Da 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 dun da dun da dun. Da 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 dun 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 da dun 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 ba dum bum. I don't know. I don't remember my own melody, but bum bum ba da 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 dun dun da dun dun. See, it fits better than da 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 dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da dun dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. But not really that, because it goes into the. Unless we change something. Hold on. Now that doesn't sound bad, actually. Let's see. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound bad. Ba-da-da-dum-bum. Especially because it's going into the other. Yeah, the melodies like line up. I don't think there's any need to change it. Yeah. No, this song is great. I love it. Okay, here. Change your plans. Not change your plans. It's an hour and a half. I finished this song, I think. There's been a notification that came up on my phone that I kind of wanted to do. I did this last stream. Want to do the Pokedoku, guys? You guys want to do the Pokedoku? For today, well, we'll listen to this song. Here, let me put it down a bit. Let me put it down so that my voice. We're gonna have this in the background. We're gonna have this in the background for a bit, because it's like, you know. This is our BGM. We're right now we're testing if this works as BGM. If I don't notice it still being a thing, then it means that it's a good BGM, you know? Okay, let's see. What do we got here? This is apparently a master puzzle by Out of Context Pokemon, which is a Twitter account. Again, they do creator grids at some point. Sometimes it's great. We love that. All right, this is the. Hold on. Can I? Oh, that's better. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? You guys know Pokemon? You guys know Sudoku? Well, we need to find a Pokemon that's monotype and normal, and then that's monotype and dark, and then that's monotype and psychic, and so on and so forth. It needs to match each of the intersections of both of these things. So, normal monotype should be easy enough. For example, Chansey. Did I ever put in Chansey? I believe Chansey is just normal type. Yes, 0.8% of people have put in Chansey, which is weird. I feel like Chansey should be number 1 pick here. And then monotype dark. Well, there's a bunch. Like for example, Poochyena, but I think I never put in Poochyena. Okay, let's put in Poochyena. That is a monotype that's dark. Monotype that's psychic. It used to be Ralts, but Ralts was given the fairy type after it was released. Pokemon that kept only being psychic is, for example, Drowsy. Drowsy is still pure psychic as far as I'm aware. Yes, 4.4% of people have put in Drowsy there, which is awesome for me. Okay, now we have the funnier part, which is dual type. Dual type normal. That's all of the birds are, well, most of the bird Pokemon are normal flying, so they qualify. But it's also the one type that people will most obviously put in here. So I raise you Sawsbuck, who is normal grass. 1.3%, baby. Let's go. Love to see that. Dual type dark. Well, Houndour, for example. Why not? I don't know how many people remember that Houndour is also dark type. Most people probably relate Houndour to be in dark type and that's it. Or maybe fire type and that's it. Truth is, he's dark fire. Same as Houndoom. Dual type psychic. Well, we can go with Ralts again, but I believe Ralts is already on my Pokedex, and I kind of want to find new Pokemon with it. Did I ever put in Starmie? I did put in Starmie. Now, I don't remember if Staryu is also psychic type. If Staryu is psychic type, then it can go there, but I'm not sure if he is already psychic or if he gains the psychic type after it evolves. So, what is another dual type? What is another psychic Pokemon that is... Oh! I believe... Oh, I already have all of them. These 3 are psychic types, but I kind of don't want to use them because, again, I thought I didn't have them, but no, I guess I don't. Okay. What is a dual type that is also psychic? Let me think about this. Psychic dual. Did I ever put in Delphox? I think I must have put in Delphox. Yeah, I did put in Delphox. Okay, then never mind then. We're not putting Delphox. What's this psychic type? What psychic types got added in like the different regions? Oh, you know what? You know who? Meditite, baby. Or Medicham. Medicham is psychic fighting. Yeah, baby. I could have also put in Meditite here in Hoenn. But you know what? Metang, Metagross, and Metagross Mega. These are also psychic type. I'm gonna put it in Metagross Mega down here, just because I can. That could have also gone here. Both of these could have been interchanged, and that's fine. Hoenn Dark type. Poochyena fit the bill. Mightyena also. Do I have Mightyena? No, I don't. So let's put in Mightyena. Why not? Mightyena Dark is probably more common for Hoenn. Sableye is another choice. Shiftry would have been a choice as well. Absol is probably the most common choice for Dark Hoenn, so it's fine. And I think I also have Absol already on my Pokedex. So right now, all we need to do is find a normal type in Hoenn, which I can think of 3. The Slackoth line. And which ones have I not put in? Slackoth, Slacking. I'd never put in Slacking. So let's put in slacking just to complete it, despite the fact that it's 5%. So hey, look at that. I played 30 and my streak is just 1 right now because I guess I won yesterday's. I forgot about yesterday's. But hey, we did it. What is the creator's pick? The creator's pick is Absol. Absol is actually less common than Mightyena. That surprises me. I thought most people will remember Absol more than Mightyena. Ash Greninja is in here? The fuck? I didn't know that Ash Greninja was dark type. Oh, Greninja's dark type. Yeah, just base Greninja's dark type. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, the more interesting thing to me is the commonality thing. Porygon is the most common normal type choice, which I guess makes sense. The Porygon line is all pure normal type. But I'm surprised that... Well, again, it's very varied. There are normal types a plenty. There's too many normal types. This makes sense that the scores are that uneven. Fascinating. Okay, and then for dark type, pure dark type, Darkrai, Poochyena is number 3, which I guess makes sense. Ah, Alola and Alola and Meowth and Persian are also pure dark. Look at that. Maschiff, I forgot about Maschiff. Thievul, oh, and Nickit, yeah. Where's Zora? Zora and Zoroark, yeah. Mabostiff, pure dark. What if I thought they were normal type or something like that as well? Purloin and Leopard, interesting. Okay, I'm running out of choices where I... well, not really running out, actually. I don't even know how complete my Pokedex is. Pure Psychic, most common is Abracadabra and Alakazam, which makes sense. These are, again, the most common ones. They're the ones that popped up in my head immediately, but I had to think a bit harder, so I went Drowsy. Where's Hypno? Hypno's rarer. Oh, shit. But Hypno was already on my Pokedex. Drowsy was not. I'm surprised that Mewtwo is this low. I could have gone Mewtwo there as well. And it's not in my Pokedex. I thought it was. How about Mew? I'm pretty sure Mew is. Where the fuck is Mew here? Did people not answer Mew or did I skip it? Oh, there it is. Mew is on my Pokedex and it is more common than Mewtwo. But not by that much. Thing is that for these choices for these Pokemon, for these like combinations that are very varied, the scores are very uneven. But still, my uniqueness rank is 45. So this, I think this straight up means that of all of the Pokedokus that have been solved today, mine is the 45th most unique one, which is crazy. And then there you go. See, Gardevoir, dual type psychic. Again, the Gardevoir, like Gardevoir is not in my Pokedex. I could have gone with Gardevoir on some of those then, huh? Yeah, and I went... Oh my god, Smoochum. Smoochum is psychic already, huh? Beldum is already... I also could have gone Beldum, honestly. I was unsure if Beldum was already psychic type. I would have gone Beldum if I was sure that Beldum was already psychic type. Because maybe I thought it was just pure steel or pure psychic at the beginning. Or, I don't know, something like that. It's very common for Pokemon to gain... a type afterwards, you know. But damn. Okay, and then what else we got? Routes, again, most common for Ho and Psychic. Oh, Lunatone and Solrock are also Psychic. I believe they're Rock Psychic, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Deoxys. Deoxys is pure Psychic, actually. Yeah, all of Deoxys' forms are pure Psychic. Yeah, look at that. There they are. So that's another trick. All the forms of Deoxys are different things. And then the least common is this. Metagross Mega was the least common choice. Let's go. Love to see that. Sableye Mega was also the least common choice. I guess people forget that you could put in Megas. And Mightyena was the most common choice, huh? I also forgot that Sableye Mega was a thing. Morpeko Full Belly, dual type dark. What the hell? Fascinating. But I did good. Damn, this is nice. I did well. Wait, what is the normal? Oh, Azurill. Yeah, people forget that Azurill is normal type. That's true. Azurill doesn't get the water, doesn't change. Azurill is normal type, and then Azumarill, no, not Azumarill, Marill is water type. It's fucking weird. I don't know why they did that. Because it's not like Azurill doesn't learn water type moves. Swablu is pure normal flying, just straight up normal flying. Altaria is the one that's flying dragon, or dragon flying. Crazy. Well, see, the most unique is 14. Wait, what? So what is it? What's the score then? What does it? How does the most unique score average? Oh, cool. I wonder how it works then. Well, well, we did that. I guess we did that. Here, let me move that away. And you know, throughout the whole thing, we were listening to this BGM, and it was pretty consistent and pretty concise. Do I want to just end stream? Do I want to just make this an extra short stream and just, like, I don't know, chill for the next hour or so, doing anything else that isn't related to stream? I could do that. It feels odd to just have a 1 hour, not even a 2 hour stream, but I honestly don't know what else to do. I could potentially start another track, another random ass track, but I feel like I've already drained my creative juices. I kind of want to finish on top, you know? I kind of want to end things on top. Like, I don't want to just I don't want to, like, finish a song and be like, this song is sick, I already love it, I don't even want to work on it anymore, this is great, and then go and work on another song and then have that song suck. This is like the opposite that happened when I was trying to work on that one potential VTuber song that never saw the light of day because I never finished it and I never really liked what I was doing. I tried to work on that song on 2 separate streams, and by the time I was like halfway through the second stream, I could not figure out a way to continue that song. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And then I stopped working on that song altogether, and I went to work on something else. And I straight up started a new track. I started a new track from zero, and then that song became Whatever, which is a lo-fi track that I made, and it's on my Ko-Fi and all that. It's this. But that was the opposite. I was like stuck on one song, I didn't like it at all, and then I went to start another song. And it ended up being this, which I really love. And I did come up with this in like a few minutes. And then I like cleaned it up off stream. I think also, hi Len, welcome on in. You might have gotten here a bit too late because I already finished the track. I was just yapping about what to do next. It's all good. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I was just talking. I was just saying that because it's true. It straight up just did happen. Yeah, I love this song. And this was born out of frustration because I couldn't finish another song before. Yeah, So I went. I think on stream that one day it happened on stream. I ended up like finishing this first bit with the actual drums as well. I think I had like a regular drum loop that I later replaced with my own. I think that's how that worked. Where is it? Where to go? Star, there we go. No, don't save changes. The song is finished. I don't know what changes I even did. But this is the complete opposite. I started the stream and I finished the song way earlier than I thought. I don't want to nullify that by making another track and just not finishing it later or something. I don't know. You gotta quit while you're ahead is the thing. Figure out how to rip off my name in FL. There's place for license plate. Yeah, it's the thing that's up there. I have it hidden right now, but yeah. That is a new setting that they added at some point. Not long ago actually, because people were complaining that your real name, your full ass government name that it requires you to give when you purchase FL, it was like displaying front and center up there. People were complaining about that, and I'm like, oh, I had it. And then they just a few versions later, after they added that, they changed it so that, well, not they changed it, they added an option so that it can show a license plate instead, which is just that. nothing from that links back to your name or anything like that. It's just a thing. You can show it just perfectly. I just gotten used to showing my screen here. This is because at the end of the day, this is what's most important about FL Studio. This part right here with the playlist, the channel rack, and the mixer. Those are the most important parts of FL Studio to me. So I don't feel like you guys need to see anything else, because everything that's like over here to the side, this bit, that is just for me. It's just for me to browse the things I have, right? Same as like, you could potentially like make the case that the stuff up here, that the stuff that's like the controls up here are more important as well, but I barely even touch them. I mostly just hit stop and start. But yeah, the song is finished. Well, not finished. I still have to mix it, which is gonna take a little bit. But honestly, probably not that much, because usually when I do mixing, I also try to do like more effects work if I need to. But I feel like I touched up on individual instruments enough that needed them. And that's good enough, because for example, I don't think we need any more effects on the piano bits that I have, neither the square pad nor the dusty keys, because whatever effects I might have wanted to add them, they're already in here. They're already like provided by the VST itself. Like I touched up on some of these parameters already, and the sounds sound great. I think it helps that they're also sampled. So sampled instruments already have their own, flavor that doesn't always need to be added up with effects. What else do we have? Let's see. Wait, I can show you. One thing that I added in between stream is this tone bit, which I really like how it turned out. It's oh, we can probably like raise the volume again. This bit right here. This I actually had to work with effects, because originally just sounds like this. I don't even know how much you can hear. I feel like me pressing the keys is already being louder than the sound itself. Because it's just the tone that was taken out of a water bottle. It came from an Andrew Huang sample pack. So the first thing I did is added a reverb. Is I added reverb to it. Or I think I added a delay first. I think the delay is just doing it at a specific time, and I lowered some of the parameters to make it not super harsh. And I made sure to play notes so that it sounds bum ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba. Because with a delay like this, you need to be very precise, because the delay is essentially... The delay in this case is essentially giving you extra notes. And they all fall in the grid because they're synced to the time. So you can't really do this. Well, you can't do that. But you have to be careful with the timing of your key presses, because otherwise it's gonna sound like a mess, because everything is individually on the grid. So if you play off the grid, everything is gonna sound wrong. See, the minute you try to like add extra notes, it kind of sounds rough. But I think I have a solid, and then some reverb to make it, to give it more space. I really like it because it almost sounds like a synth. It sounds like something that came out of a fucking synth. And I bet you could probably, if you know sound design, you could probably like come up with a synth sound that sounds kind of like this pluck little thing. And then the other thing is this cassette flute, which also comes from a sampled instrument. I needed something to just do flavor. Sat the ear candy in the background. Does something ever come from that? Yeah. You mean for the synth? Then yes. Again, I'm a sucker for sampled instruments. I'm a sucker for it. I've realized how much I liked sample instruments the minute I started really like diving into Decent Sampler. Decent Sampler and the free libraries. Oh god. They give me musical sounds and they give me instruments without me needing to learn complex parameters. And they sound great. I love that shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love a sick synth. Don't get me wrong. What is which one could be an example? Okay, maybe this is not the correct. This is also Contact also still kind of doesn't work because this is still, I think, sampled instrument. I know that this looks like a cool ass VST, but at the end of the day, it is just sampled. It's just two samples blended together. Here, let me find another song that has synths. Here, the EG song. Why not bring back the rotation, the EG song? Because I believe this one was synth heavy, actually. I didn't do much synth work in it, but it is, I think, synth heavy. What do we got? The Pulse. Ah, see, there we go. This comes from this. Straight up comes from... Okay, maybe that one's not that great, but... Okay, this. Odin 2. I love Odin 2. I don't know why I can't play shit, but... I love these kinds of sounds too. But there's something... Oh, and this is Citrus. I forgot I even made this myself, actually. Yeah, I like remember finding a tutorial to see, following a tutorial to do a, I think a synth lead or something like that, and I was like, I'm just gonna do that. And I like this, but I don't know what 90% of the knobs here do. You know? So it's much comfier for me to straight up grab something like this, which is like preset based. Synthmaster Player I really like because it comes with a fuck ton of presets and a lot of easy parameters, and that's it. That's all you have to work with. It could be very limiting to other musicians who are more into the sound design aspect. To which I say probably you're gonna be super into something like Vital, which I remember using a little bit in the Rauda song. Actually, where's the Rauda song? Here. I remember using Vital a lot. Well, not a lot, but I remember using Vital in the Rauda song for something. I think it was like the power lead or something. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh no, this is Noisemaker, which also very powerful synth. This is Odin 2. This is just a xylophone from the Arangno sound font. Also sound fonts. I love my sound fonts. This is Vital. And see, and this sounds fucking great. I love this sound. This could not, I don't know if you could replicate this exact sound with a sampled instrument, you know, unless you sample a synth. So that's the thing. I love that shit. And you can only get these kinds of well, not only, but you could easily get these kinds of things with synths, whether because you make them yourself or other people make them and they release them as like preset packs or something like that. And I really like the idea of using presets because I cannot, for the life of me, learn how to use these complex ass instruments. So I really appreciate using the ability of use sampled instruments or presets because they simplify a lot of the nitty gritty of sound design while still giving you good sounds. You know, I can get gun samples for a kick and a snare. You want to make a kick and a snare out of a gun sound, like a gunshot? Because if that's the case, you could probably just grab any old gunshot sound effect and try to mangle the sample so that you can specifically make it into a kick. Sample manipulation is not something I am super it's not something I am super familiar with, but I can tell you that I've done a little bit of it for the oh my god, Cerule! Welcome on in, everybody. Hello, Raiders. My name is Lance. Let me give you a quick shout out. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How was stream? What were you doing? Tell me. Ahoy, ahoy. Welcome on in. We were just working on some music. We were just working on some music, and I was under the impression that I was going to be working on music for longer, and I ended up finishing I ended up finishing the song that I was working on like an hour in, and since then I've just been yapping. Blade Project's on Boyd for 8 hours. Oh my god, that sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot, but I hope you had fun. If it was fun, that's all that matters. And if you need to go rest, same as your Raiders, I completely understand. Don't worry about it. I very much appreciate you dropping by with your community over here. But if you need to go rest and do some post-stream, taking care of yourself, I completely understand. In fact, I encourage you to do so. 8 hours is a lot. Thank you so much for the raid once again. Got to prepare for my TTRPG session in 2 hours? Oh, no. Yeah, you need some rest. You absolutely need some rest, and I would say. If anything, maybe some dinner. Actually, I don't know what time it is on your parts of the earth. But welcome on in indeed. I don't need rest. I don't know, man. I feel like I feel like, well, dinner, sure, dinner. That could be argued. I don't know. Depends on the time and how hungry you are. Idle while alive. Okay, then that's fine. But rest is always good. Generally, that's what I hear. No, well, that's what I feel. But oh well, I have no control over what you decide to do. But do take care of yourself, yes. Honestly, after finishing the song that I was working on, I've just been yapping. I did the Pokedoku for today. I had nothing else to do. And since then, I've just been yapping. I don't want to start making another song because I don't want to tarnish the good job I did on the previous song that I finished. So I've just been yapping and like talking about music and other things. And that is the reloading sound effects. I know, like I know certain sample packs and stuff you can find on the internet will probably come with gun sound effects. Oh, you wanna know a cool resource to find specific sound effects? Freesound.org, baby. Freesound.org. This bad boy. Here. Well, hold on. Hold on, I closed it. This site right here. Freesound.org. I'm gonna send the link over on chat. This is a site that specializes in finding sounds, just any kind of sound. It's not exactly for samples necessarily. A lot of the stuff that I've done while video editing, I've taken sounds out of here. Because people just add sounds, not with the intention of being used as samples in music. But there's sounds you can absolutely use that. Like for example, this guy added a piano loop. Oh, wait, you can't hear it. Give me a sec. There we go. See, this is just a straight up piano loop. This is just a straight up a piano loop that this guy decided to add just out of the goodness of his heart. At 120 BPMs with some effects. But then also you could straight up find screams. and then you get stuff like this. That's apparently an alien girl screaming. Or this. I don't know what that is. But they're screams. Me screaming into the microphone. Okay, that clearly is someone screaming into a microphone. But see, the male screams. What about this? Yeah, there you go. See? These are more... Okay, that's more of a grunt. Maybe a bit too sexual. But see, there's a ton of stuff. It doesn't necessarily just have to be... It doesn't necessarily have to be like samples. You could just find anything here. If you're working on a video and you need a specific sound effect, this might be a great place to look for that. And a lot of these things, for example, like this one, Male Screams 1 says, the audio has been uploaded under the CCA 0 license, so it may be used without credit. So there you go. You could just grab these things and use them. Creative Commons 0. You can copy, modify, distribute, and perform the sound even for commercial purposes without the need to ask for permission to the author. So this site, Freesound, is a great resource just to find random stuff. Parrot screaming. That shit's weird. That shit's weird. You could then you were specifically looking for gunshot or whoops, not gunshot, gun. Let me just look up gun. You got a toy gun here? Okay. You got a ray gun? A caulk gun? Gunshot. No, not gunshot. What about this? Oh, here, there you go. This has a bunch of stuff. This has this thing right here. You can get the caulks and dry fire. But yeah, this guy just. I think this is an actual. I think this is an actual submachine gun that the guy just recorded doing various things. They sound very realistic. Also pay attention to this, because this says attribution, non-commercial. So you're free to share, copy, distribute, transmit, and to remix or adapt and modify, as long as you credit the author of the sound and do not use the sound for commercial purposes. So keep in mind these things. Keep in mind these things when you're looking up sounds to use here, because sure, some people are going to add, sounds for free use and all that kind of stuff, but some others don't allow that, or allow them under specific circumstances. I don't think you're trying to do something for commercial purposes, Len. But it is good to know that if you want to find sounds from here, most sounds have a specific, a specific Creative Commons license under which they can be used. And some vary and some other. I don't know if this site straight up has any things that you need to pay for license. Probably not, because everything is free. The site is called Free Sound. But yeah, you can absolutely just grab stuff from here. Gun shells on carpets. That's very specific. That's just very specific. This is also a very good resource for game development, because in game development you might want to get some realistic sound effects. And you could easily find some realistic sound effects that are free to use in here. So yeah. This is just ambience. That's people in a gun range. Adjustment gun. Oh, it's that muscle thing. Yeah. 8-bit gun. That you barely hear that. Pew. Gun sliding across concrete. Gatling gun, wind down. Auto machine gun. See, there's a ton of stuff, and it's been around for a long time. This sound was from 2010. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff. I love this site. I absolutely love this site. Summer River Boulevard. Oh wow. Yeah, that's all that is. That's straight up all that is. And then music as well. Jazz piano loop. Ooh. Ooh, sunshine humdrum. Wait, what the hell is this? Is this a full-ass song? Oh, this is great. I love this. I love this a lot. Also, hi, Spion. We're vibing with Sunshine Humdrum because I finished my work for today way earlier. This does have a great vibe. I love it a lot. Oh, this is great. I love this. You have to go, don't worry about it. I very much appreciate you dropping by and saying hi as always. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go for stream anyway, so... Because again, at this point we're just chilling, we're yapping. I could honor, I'm honoring the raid rather, because it feels weird to just end stream. shortly after a raid, you know. But we're just chilling for now. Not much more music making is going on because we finished all of our music making already. This is a finished track right here. Wait, this is the Mori track. Oh, you want to hear what I got on the Mori track? Actually, I don't think you guys heard this. Oh my god, you're ready to get a gut bunch of emotions? Ready to get a gut bunch of emotions? This isn't mixed yet. I haven't mixed all of these things. I haven't mixed this because a lot of the new voice samples that I put in aren't quite mixed yet. Mostly the monologue at the end, because if you remember from the last time I worked on the Cali song on stream, I was adjusting one specific monologue to fit at the end. Days passed, I went back to the song, and I didn't like the monologue anymore. It just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. So I switched gears and went to find new Mori Calliope monologues, and I found a couple of really good ones that I mushed together in here. One that she did recently, I think it was literally after her solo live earlier in the year, and then the other one is her writing in her diary to her past self. And oh my god, these are great. I finished working on this. I gave it a full listen, and I swear to God, I almost teared up. It was crazy. I didn't think it would kind of make me emotional, but Callie has a way with words sometimes. I have a few sample packs called the Diamond Essentials 1 and 2, the Minecraft Core sample pack. Ooh, really? I kind of am interested in it. I love Minecraft music. Are you kidding me? I love C418. If it's kind of like that, then I would grab them. Yeah, fuck yeah. But okay, there's also another couple of things that I added, and I think I might need to add a couple extra things, but I think this is already quite finished. I'm not sure if it needs any more Cali lines, maybe a couple extra somewhere in here. I don't know. I also like chopped up a little bit at the beginning to make it not super long in the intro. But so far, I added a build-up. So that the reason why I added a build-up is because it used to start just randomly on the guitar with nothing else. But with the build-up, might be a bit long. But I do really like it because it lands on a ga. So I think it's cool. I think it's funny. A ga with a lot of reverb and a lot of delay, but still. Oh my god, Squeegee! Now I have to keep going. Hello, everybody. Hi, Raiders. Thank you so much for the follow, Corey Bite. Orb jump scare, literally orb jump scare. Welcome on in, everybody. My name is Lance. I am a PNG tuber. Not a PNG tuber, what am I saying? Thank you so much for the follow. Citrina, if I'm reading that correctly. Thank you so much for the raid. Were you planning on stopping soon? Kinda. Kinda. Oh my god, thank you so much for the follow, Miss Direwolf. Oh my god. I was working on music. No, don't eat my head. It's fire. Well, it's not fire. It's space. Gift tuber. Yes, I'm a gift tuber. Thank you for the shout out, by the way. Cosmic plasma. Yeah, it would probably hurt if you eat me. So okay. Let me walk it back. Let me walk it back. Let me bring you back to what I was actually doing. Before I started yapping and talking about music and other things. Eat the flame. Do not eat the flame. Not only will it hurt you, it actually probably won't even hurt me because I could just reform it, but it'll hurt you. Probably doesn't seem like a smart thing to do. Where is the song I was literally working on? Okay. I'm gonna give you the rundown of what happened earlier on stream. I'm a demon, not affected. Damn. Okay. Well, that's fine. If you need like cosmic flames. Oh my god, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my god, hold on. A meow. Wait, is that a meowsing? Did I read that correctly? Is that a meowsing? Oh my god, it is a meowsing. That's incredible. Welcome on in. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid once again. And once again, if you need to leave and if you need to do post-stream stuff, I very much appreciate it. So you were having funny business last week with stuff repeating? What? That confused me. And once again, thank you so much for the follow. Wait, who's that? I didn't catch it. Vicky Violet and Nocturne Deer. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I don't remember what was I having a struggle with last week. Now you've confused me. Wait, what was it? What did I do last week? On stream? Something was duplicated. Oh no, that was a thesis thing. That was not stream related. And Arcane Vixen, thank you so much for the follow. That was a let me break the fourth wall for a second. I'm working on my thesis for what was it? What do I study? For engineering. I'm studying, well, not studying. I'm working on my software engineering thesis. Yes. Yeah. Did you not know that, Amber? I did. I am almost a software engineer. And I was working on my thesis a couple of days ago, and me and my partner, my thesis partner, noticed that one of the numbers we have, because we work with a lot of numbers, one of the numbers we have was wrong. Because it was way larger than it needed to be. And then we went back to the drawing board and to try and see what was going on. And it turns out that it was double what it needed to be. So we calculated it manually, and then we realized that it was doubled. So then we went back and we were like, why the heck is it getting doubled? And then once we realized that it wasn't exactly just getting doubled, it was adding up extra stuff that it did not need to add up. Basically, I had like a bunch of numbers to simplify things to the simplest things. I have a bunch of numbers that I need to add up and like then divide and all that kind of stuff. But it only needs to add specific numbers. And there's a check to see up to what point should you add numbers. And that check was wrong because it was adding extra things that it did not need to add under very specific circumstances. So we fixed that, and now everything's working fine. We just need to go back and redo some of our older tests to just make sure that everything is right now. But yeah, that's going fine. When it comes to music, yeah, everything is working now. We're all, well, at least we think so. Everything is working. We still need to check a lot of other things, but that specific problem, which almost kept me up at night when I discovered it, that has been fixed. Yeah. Oh my god, the beep beep there. Yeah, no, that still works. I legit thought that was actually outside. But music today, I am working on a commission for the squeegee folk might know them because it's beep beep. Yeah, beep beep. that activates a little bit of a sound alert. You also got boom, and I think those are the only sounds. I want to add more, but I don't know what else to add. Ow. Oh, I'm realizing that the cheese is actually a bit off center now. Thank you for that. Yeah, I moved my model, so I think the cheese is a little off. Wait, you want to try something funny? I'm getting distracted, but that's fine because this is funny content. This is fun content now. Here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is big brain time.
Okay. Well, now the cheese will absolutely hit me. Look at that. Smack dab in the center of my forehead. Also, what's up? What's up, Shells? Hello. Yeah. Everything's happening now. Yep. It's all happening. But the thing I wanted to do is that I wanted to move the cheese lap because it was like not exactly on top of my face. And to do that, I need to loop it. I think it should be like right there. Okay. Enough cheese slapping. That is enough. The testing has been done. We don't need to redo it. Now that's the beat. Travel your cheeses down. No, that one was there, but I think at some point I moved my model and I forgot to adjust the timing. It hasn't been redeemed that much, I guess. That's why I didn't think of it. Big brain mode is fantastic. Yeah, I'll be like this for 5 minutes now. I've set them up to I've set the redeems up to be that long. And that, yeah, now I'm RGB. Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah. This is what happens when you start stream. Text says 2 minutes. Oh, Big Brain. Did I change the timing for Big Brain? I might have. I don't remember anymore. Oh wow. Either way, it's happening. It'll be like this. It's fine. I feel like I need to big brain to explain everything that was happening. I already forgot what we were doing. No, okay. Walking it back. I'm working on a commission. I was working on a commission for Stargraves, who is also, I believe, part of the whole squeegee community. So the Shroom State, if you will. So maybe you know them. And the text says for 2 minutes. I think the programming for it is still for 5 minutes. So either I change it so that it stays for only 5 minutes, for only 2 minutes, or I leave it and I change the text to 5 minutes. that might be something I need to look into. But I was working on a music commission, and I had a lot of it done already because I had worked on it last week a little bit, and then off stream also another little bit. And my plan was to continue it today. And hopefully maybe finishing it. And thank you so much for the follow. Sophie? No, wait. My monitor is too far back. Oh yeah, it is Sophie. Sophie Illustration. There you go. I need to somehow fix that. Because sometimes I can read people's names and some other times I can't. Because they're too far away and their letters blend in a bit too much. I don't think there's much I can do about it. Sometimes you people come in with names not particularly weird, but hard to read at first sight. But okay. As I was saying, I was working on this commission with the intention. I made this stream with the intention of finishing this commission, maybe, or at the very least, getting a lot more work done in it. And usually, that takes me like a few hours. But I guess I didn't realize that this song was almost done. This song was way more finished than I thought it was, and I ended up finishing it in like less than an hour. So I finished the song at like 6 p.m. my time. It's 7:25 my time now. So I've been mostly yapping and doing random stuff. I did Pokedoku today, which is Sudoku but Pokemon, while we were listening to the BGM to check if it properly works as a BGM. And yeah, powerful. I've never felt this powerful. I could have. Oh, there we go. I'm not big brain anymore. Still RGB, but no big brain. But yeah, I didn't want to. I could have started, I guess, another song just randomly, because why not? Why not keep the train going? But I didn't want to, because then I wouldn't have been able to finish that song, and I probably wouldn't like that song as much as what I just finished, because I like this a lot. So let's hear it. Let's go a little bit of a run through. It's supposed to be dreamy, ethereal, relaxing, chill, a little bit fantasy, a little bit more modern, not necessarily medieval, but not necessarily EDM. You know, it's supposed to be chill, so we can just chill for a bit as I drink my coffee that I still have. I'm quiet because I want y'all to hear it. I'm still here. Chill is the vibes. That is the idea. That was the idea. That was the assignment. Thank you so much for the follow, Refracted Pluff. Did I read that correctly? I think I did. This is FL Studio, by the way. Yeah, it is Refracted Fluff. Look at him. And this was basically the last bit that I wanted to work on. I I think basically the only thing that I did today for this track is figure out what to do in this bit of the song. like everything past this point. Whoops. Everything past this point is stuff I worked on today, and I pretty much got it an hour in. It is very chill. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. That is basically the idea. It's supposed to be BGM, so it loops as well. I was struggling to think of how to properly loop it, but then it just came to me. See, this is the fascinating thing about the way I make music. Sometimes it's difficult, and sometimes it just works. I have no idea why some days I'm like very proficient and very just, you know, good at it. Kinda. It feels like it. But sometimes it just, everything just falls together perfectly and I don't have to work too much. Some other times I struggle, but sometimes it just works. I don't know why. I think I will never figure out why, but you know what? If it works, it works, no matter how. So Brady, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. There's one thing that I still need to do, but I never really count it towards the progression of the track, which is mixing, because that's just a whole can of worms that it's annoying to do, and it's not fun. So I never like stream the mixing process or anything like that. But I just need to adjust levels and all that kind of stuff, because musically speaking, this is finished. But when it comes to like making certain instruments sound as loud as others and that kind of stuff, and just balancing everything so that it doesn't clip or that it's as loud as it can possibly be on any system and stuff that it's played, that's the process of mixing and mastering. And for many, that can be an art in and of itself, but I don't like it. I don't think I'm even good at it. I do the minimum and necessary for it. I think what I do works when it comes to mixing and mastering and that kind of stuff, because my music is quite simple. But yeah. I understand how to do stuff like this. My tinker hasn't gotten me anywhere. Yeah, you just gotta keep trying, man. There's a lot of resources online to keep learning. A lot of resources online to learn how to do new stuff. Oh, there's no beat. Can you make a beat for me? Well, not directly like that. It's a bit abrupt to just come into someone's channel and be like, hey, make a beat for me. just saying. I made this for someone else because they're friends. That's why the Greeks made the muses, to explain why stuff sometimes comes easy and sometimes doesn't come at all. Who's the music muse? Is that a thing? Who's the muse of music? That sounds funny to say. Sounds funny to say, which I think means that it's probably not real. That is definitely a thing. Wait, hold on. We were looking at free sound as well because it came up. Muse of music. Is it Calliope? No, that's Euterpe. Wait, how do you say this? How do you say this? Translate. Or give me the pronunciation. Euterpe? Euterpe. Could you hear that, by the way? No, you couldn't hear that. Hold on. Apparently, this is how you say it. Calliopes of epic poetry. Yes. I guess that makes sense as well, because of Maury Calliope. But I didn't remember if it was music. Apparently, this is how you say it.
Euterpe.
Euterpe, but that's like British. Wait, American. Ooh, right.
Euterpe.
Euterpe. Well, that's so different.
Euterpe.
Euterpe. That sounds wrong. I believe it, but it sounds wrong.
Euterpe.
Euterpe. Apparently, that is the muse of music. Is that what it's called? What it's actually called, or is it something else? Yeah, no, she is the goddess of lyric poetry. She is one of the muses in Greek mythology, and she presides over music. Sounds funny to call her the Muse of Music, even though it's technically correct. Okay, well, mythology, everybody. Terpsichore, I know that one as well. I know that one. I know that one for reasons I cannot explain because it's a very Argentinian reason as to why I know. Terpsichore? Pronunciation once again. Terpsichore? Wait, what?
Terpsichore.
Terpsichore?
Terpsichore.
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 Terpsichore. I hate that. What's the British one?
Terpsichore.
Terpsichore. Where's the R? Why do the British get rid of the R?
Terpsichore.
Terpsichore. That's dumb in another way. It should be terpsichore, if anything.
Terpsichore.
But not like... So, ow. The brick. Not the... Yeah, throw the brick at the British pronunciation. Wait, hold on. What it should be more Korea? I think Korea. Terpsichore. According to Wikipedia, is Calliope of epic poetry, Cleo of history. Oh, that's why the VTuber, the I know there's a VTuber, I believe it's Cleo Ite or Ite, I don't know how to pronounce it, who used to be a history teacher. So maybe that's why the game. Oh, that I guess the name makes sense, huh? Polyhymnia, Euterpe, Terpsichore, Erato, lyrical poetry, Melpomene, tragedy, Thalia, comedy. Wait, I know Thalia, the Latin American singer. I know that much. I actually don't know how a lot of ancient Greek is pronounced. Well, I guess it is ancient. It's kind of like Latin in that sense, huh? So did we just make the best guess when it comes to that? Did we just straight up just do that? Just try it, basically what I was doing? ¿Por qué los británicos confunden con la pronunciación de palabras? No sé, se supone que tienen que ser los originarios del idioma para colmo. I don't know if Miss Direfulf over here is a Spanish speaker or did you just translate that? But I do speak Spanish, by the way. We know how Latin is pronounced. Classical and ecclesiastical. Oh, I'm not even gonna try. I'm Hispanic. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you mean Hispanic because you're from Spain or Hispanic because you're from Latin America. Latin America, you're my people. Spain, you speak the same language as I am, but we're in like completely different continents. Latin has whole guides on how it's pronounced. Insane, incredible. Wow. Latin America, let's go. always fun to see to meet a fellow Latino in the wild, or Latina, depending on how you identify, I guess. But never Latinx. We don't like that term. I don't mind it. I really don't. It's just a name. Ecclesiastical. Is it eek or ek? Ecclesiastical. Latinx confuses me. It doesn't confuse me. I get why it's there. I don't love the sound of it, but it doesn't offend me. If that makes sense. Okay, got it. Ecclesiastical pronunciation guide with Lance and Amber and chat. Come to my streams where we come chat with me in on YouTube on youtube.com/LanceWhite or whatever the heck for complex conversations about pronunciations of words and sometimes maybe music. Latina, yeah, that is another big movement. Because the problem that Spanish is not necessarily a problem, it's just that the language was built like that. It's heavily gendered. So everything has a gender in Spanish. When we want to say the PC, we say la computadora, meaning the female PC. For some reason, PC or computadora or computer, I guess, is feminine. I don't know who made that up. It is. That's just how it is. Some papuas and some sopas. See, this is where the vastness of Latin America comes to bite me in the ass because I don't know what Papua is. I don't know what Papua is. I know a country is like Papua New Guinea or something like that, right? But I don't know what the food is. Because depending on mask ends with O, while fem ends with A. Yeah, that might be. I know there's like some rules to it, but I never remember them. Some words that break the rules? Yes. I may have misspelled the food. Okay, that's perfectly valid. So much more work to learn. See, for me, it's easy because I was born here, so I know how to speak it. So it just feels natural. But I generally like gender-neutral languages more because it's easier, you know? Less confusing. Someone once told me that objects that store or hold things are generally feminine. Well, let's do the test. Let me put it, you know what? We'll do this. Let's put in this relaxing music as we yap about languages and Spanish and see what words are gendered and what aren't. Fridge. You store things in the fridge. That is heladera. So, la heladera. It is feminine. Cupboard or alacena. That would be la alacena. Okay. No. No. I got one. Trunk, as in the trunk of a car. That would be el baúl. So there you go. It's not always consistent. So that is a la refrigeradora. That's a bit too complex, I think. Ooh, wait, is there like a part of Latin America that uses refrigera? Oh, wait, no, there are, yeah. Like Mexico and stuff, I think, uses refrigerador, right? La refri. Yeah. We use heladera here in Argentina. Pupusa, wait. Smack with queso. Wait, what is papusa? I actually don't know what it is anyways. So. Ooh. Wait, okay. No. Okay. Okay, then. This is the funny bit. This is the funny bit on Spanish. You're missing out. It might be. I saw some images, but let me pause the music because this is important. I want you to know that in Argentina, papusa could be slang for a very beautiful woman. Papusa could mean a very beautiful woman. Apparently, I've never heard it used that way, but then again, there's so much slang here in Argentina that who knows really. But it can mean that. That is the tricky thing when it comes to Spanish and the many different places that it's spoken. Thank you so much for the follow. What was it? I can't read that. It's a bit too mixed up. Devastator. Thank you so much for the follow. By the way, we had a. Oh, never mind. No, it happened. It hasn't happened yet. Regional variations for someone else. Yes. It can get crazy. My favorite example is dulce de leche. Puto also being a food. Where is puto a food? Where is that a food? Wait, I want to know this now. I was about to give another example of a similar thing, but if puto is a food, then that would be funny as well. Because I think puto generally. Wait, no, I think that's in Indonesian, or not Indonesian. It's in Filipino. Yeah. Filipino is similar to Spanish in many ways, but it's very far away from it. But like, there's some slight similarities in between the two that sometimes you have stuff like that where puto is apparently food over there, whereas here it just means fucker. Yeah, it could just happen. That could just happen. And it's funny because that's not even a Hispanic language. But it can happen, yeah. Wait, ends up we have a third gender, but it ends up sounding as though you're referring to an object. And they're like, yeah, that can happen. Mother telling her child to call what she was eating puto, and yeah. Is it pollo versus polla as slang? Pollo is chicken. Polla is penis. But like, in not everywhere. Spain uses it I think Mexico also uses it. In Argentina, you won't hear it used, but it can mean that. Yes, very much so. It's it could mean that in many different places. Because people from Asia to the US and then some ended in Mexico as such. Probably. I don't know which one came first. I would assume that the Spanish came first before Filipino was like, you know, adopted and that kind of stuff, or created. It could be like that, yes. No, but the example I was going to give is dulce de leche, which dulce de leche is a delicacy. It's a chicken versus cock. Exactly. But less so, because cock can still mean, you know, a chicken. But in Spanish, it's not quite like that. Well, actually, well, do we? No, because female chickens are just gallinas. Yeah, we don't use polla to refer to refer to a female chicken. It's just no, wait, is it? Okay, now I'm confused. You think I would know my language, being that I speak it natively, but no, sometimes it still confuses even me. What's the thing that I wanted to finish? Oh, right, the dulce de leche thing. Here, let me look it up. Let me look it up, because you need to know. Wait, hold on. I still have the papusa. I still have the papusa thing opened, and I don't know what it is. I haven't quite figured out what it is. This just looks like a pizza. This just looks like pizza. Is it not? Is it potato? Really now? I don't know what it is, but you know what? It looks good. Oh wait, it's got cheese in it? Ooh, I'm okay. I'm into this. Apparently this is papusas. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Because I pulled up a Google image thing. Whoops. Apparently this is papusas. This right here. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. No one truly knows their native language? No. Stuff have meat in them too? I think this has it, because I think this is like meat. But this looks good. I actually want to have this. I legit want to have this. Cheese bread, yes. No, dulce de leche. It is milk candy in a sense. In a way, it is milk candy. You're not incorrect. Looks like this. It comes from milk, of course, it does. It's used in alfajores, which is another Argentinian thing. Well, I think it is. This is dulce de leche. This is a little bit of a paste. You put it on things. You spread it. It could be used as a spread. It could be used as an ingredient in cakes and whatever. Or, as I like to do, you can just eat it like this, off the pot. You could just eat it, sort of like frosting. Yeah, it's like a frosting. It can be used as a frosting, or it could also be used in this, which is alfajores. These are alfajores de maicena specifically. Maicena being, I think, cornstarch, if I recall correctly, or starch of some kind. Similar to caramel. Yes, it's very similar to caramel. And it's great. It's my favorite fucking thing. I will grab tubs of this and just eat it on my own. It literally is milk caramel. I guess it is, right? But yeah. It is incredible. Yes, there's like a video. There's a famous video of Chris Pratt trying it when he came to Argentina. And he could not let go of the little tub that they gave him. It's great. This is just addicting. This is just straight up addicting. It's really fun. It's really good. And we call it dulce de leche. Now, the problem is, in Mexico, they call this dulce de cajeta. I don't know why. I don't know why they call it dulce de cajeta. That's fine. The problem is that in Argentina, cajeta refers to a woman's privates. Yeah. So that's just language. That's just language. In Chile, it's called manjar. Yes, I've also heard of it. I don't know why. I was wondering if you were saying the right thing. No. I am saying the right thing. I'm well aware of the debacle between dulce de leche and dulce de cajeta. But yeah, that's over here in Argentina. That's what we refer to with cajeta. We also just used it as an exclamation of despair. The same way in English someone would were to say fuck to just display frustration or something like that. We tend to say cajeta. Just on its own, and it works. But yeah, regardless of how you call it, this shit's the best. This is super tasty. I love this a lot. It's my favorite Argentinian delish, if you will. Yeah, that's great. Language is confusing, especially Spanish. Especially Spanish. There's a great song, a famous song within Spanish speakers, I guess, which is called "Qué difícil es hablar el español." That goes over a lot of examples of Spanish words having very wildly different meanings depending on which part of Latin America you use them on. And so that's great. Don't go to Spain and ask for a tortilla. You'll basically get an omelet. Really now? Interesting. Tortilla in... Here in Argentina, we refer to tortillas to a lot of things, honestly. Now, where's it going to Three Mothers Vagina? Yeah, no, that's our thing. that's our things. That's an Argentinian thing. That's very much our signature swear, which is, well, it's more la concha de la lora, which would mean the parrot's vajiji. But we also say la concha de tu hermana or de tu madre, de tu vieja, which are ways of saying your sister or your mother. Drilling for these foods now. Yes, that's what happens when the stream has no direction anymore and we're just chilling and vibing and just talking about random stuff, because the song is great and it's finished and I love it a lot. I'm also starting to get hungry. Tortilla de papas is a traditional Spanish dish? I guess so. Wait, hold on. Let me look this up. I wanna know what it... Okay. Well, this is... Yeah, this is basically how I always see tortilla de papas, which is fine and dandy. But how does it look? How does the Spanish one look? Oh, it looks slightly different, actually. Yeah. It's either more creamy or... Okay. Here's the thing. This is a Spanish tortilla de papa, and this is an Argentinian one. Well, given it's almost 1 a.m. here. Hey, if you need to go rest, go rest. Don't let me keep you here. They seem very similar, but I think this one's creamier, and like the surface is more condensed, maybe more like soft. Thank you so much for the follow, Gabyoga Bunny. I think that actually shatters the follower goal we had from earlier today. It's just eggs and potatoes. I think it's the same. It kind of looks like the same, but they look slightly different. I don't know. They look pretty similar. Looks like a pita. I think that's another thing. Runny egg tortilla versus completely cooked. I guess so. But in Argentina, I've always seen more properly cooked. Was it what I had were always savory with eggs or some crane? Ooh. The current goal is saying 2024 and got through 2021. Oh, really now? Oh, whoops. I have it set up so that it does the update automatically, so I don't know what it's set it up to. Did it do anything? Did it reset it? I guess it didn't reset it. It's fine. I basically don't pay attention to the follower goals because I don't set them up myself. Carne. Oh. Oh, that's what it is. Oh yeah, that does make more sense. Savory with eggs and carne. That looks like a taco thing. Tacos have meat in them, but Americans call it carne because I guess Spanish. My dad made were more like the Argentinian pig, but he would cut the potatoes like discs. Ah, we cut potatoes like discs when we make baked potatoes, or at least that's when my dad does it. Whenever my dad makes baked potatoes, he cuts them in discs, and they're great. But let me see. Hold on. Is that like a common thing when you do baked potatoes? Like cut them in slices? Sorta. Not really. Not exactly. My dad specifically does them in discs. And they're great. They look more like this. Well, that is tiny. See, they kind of look like this. They kind of look like this when my dad does them. But more... Not so squishy. They always come out like... More... What's the word? Crunchy in the outside. Was my dad made were more like Argentinian pig? Yeah. Okay. I'm stretching. I also didn't take a single break. Might I add? Ever since I stopped drinking a lot of water on stream, I stopped taking breaks for some reason. I guess it's because I don't want to go to the bathroom or anything like that. I still stretch every now and then, but I don't like get up and go to the bathroom. Are we gonna have some ads in a moment? I think so. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for me though. Okay. I think we've yapped enough. I think we've yapped quite a bit already. We can go spread the love somewhere else. Who's streaming at the moment? I'll keep this up because, you know, the music is good. The music is good, so we'll keep it there. Where do we go? Who's doing stuff? Is there anyone that we know doing some stuff? I've enjoyed the chats. I've also enjoyed the chats. I always like any excuse I can get to yap, which is why I set up Wednesday stream to just be a yapping stream where we talk about content. Straight up, where we just talk about random content because I just wanted an excuse to chat. To just chat about anything. So you know what? Let me... Ooh, okay, hold on. Let's go to a comfy streamer that I actually haven't rated ever. The idea to not pee is no water and a shot of alcohol. I've never done a drunk stream, actually. I've never taken alcohol on stream. So, there's that. I've known of Puffy Wawa for a long time. I forget. She's also Latina. So, we're gonna go say hi to Puffy Wawa, who is playing Stardew at the moment. He's playing Stardew, which seems like a very comfy game to just hang around in. And let's go say hi. Once again, I very much appreciate you, everybody who came to hang out, whether because of the raid or whatever else. I very much appreciate everybody for the raid once again. This has been fun, and I'll be back on Wednesday for some yapping, and probably we could actually work on some stream stuff as we're streaming, because I have ideas that I want to do for stream that I still haven't done, and I could use the Wednesday stream as an excuse to work on them. So that could be fun. We could come up with more channel point redeems and maybe even test them. So that should be fun. If you like the silly stuff that if you like the silly stuff that I started that I showed earlier today with the redeems, we can come up with more later on Wednesday. And once again, I very much appreciate you all, and I'll be seeing you when I see you then. Bye bye.